Circumspect, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, racha, kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well and labor in this word and doctrine. Shalom the bachaya, peace to the elect. So that brother did it so smoothly, man. The way that owl just turned around, he broke up him whole neck and he doesn't break his neck, of course, but yo, he did it so smoothly. But I thought that's the perfect. He's like, why is this brother just put a damn owl doing a head spin on there? About circumspect, it says cautious, wary. This is etim online. Literally looking about on all sides. Early 15th century, from Latin circumspectus, deliberate, guarded, well considered, past participle of circumspecere, look around, take heed. From circum, around, round about, and specere, to look, to observe. So you get the term spectate, or where you get your spectacles. Circum, of course, you've got circumference. You've got a simple word like circle. So have your spectacles around in a circle, looking at all things. All things. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. I have gone into the English word circumspectly. There's also a Hebrew one, circumspect, in around Exodus, I think it's 23. So it says akribos,
199,
akribos, so close. It says exactly, accurately, diligently. Diligent to, that's the amount of time it come up. Perfect one, perfectly one, circumspectly one. You have the Matthew 2, speaking of Herod. Matthew 2 and 7. Then Herod, when he had privately called the wise men, inquired of them diligently what time the star appeared. And he sent them to Bethlehem, and said, go and search diligently for the young child, and when you have found him, bring me word again, that I may come and worship him also. But he was being a devil, as was his nature, a dracon. Because he was being deceitful. Really, he wanted to kill all the Israelites, which is the same spirit on these Esau Edomites of today, the Idumeans. You got Luke 1 and 3. It seemed good to me also, having had perfect understanding of all things, from the very first, to write unto thee in order, most excellent Theophilus. Theophilus would be God-loving. Theos or theon, where you get the term God. Oh no, sorry, the Greek term for God. And philos, now I can say where you get the term Philadelphia. Adelphos in Greek being brother. So Philadelphia is brotherly love. You also have a lot. Acts 18 and 25. This man was instructed in the way of the Lord, and being fervent in the Spirit, he spake and taught diligently the things of the Lord, knowing only the baptism of John. Like certain Israelites today seem to know only the baptism of John. Then 1 Thessalonians 5 and 2, talking about don't sleep, says, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Akribos. We get the term circumspect. The Hebrew word. It's the word shema. It says to keep, guard, observe, give heed. To keep, have charge of, to keep, guard, keep watch and ward. Protect, save life. Watch, watchman. To watch for, wait for, to watch, observe. To keep, retain, treasure up. To keep, restrain. To observe, celebrate, keep. Perform, to keep. preserve, protect, to keep, reserve, to be on one's guard, take heed, take care, beware, to keep oneself, refrain, abstain, to be kept, be guarded, to keep, pay heed, to keep oneself from. Now this comes up a lot of times, so I'm just going to read the English word, read the number. The number is the number that proceeds, meaning to come after. Oh no. Succeeds. The word that proceeds to come before, and the number that succeeds is how many times. So keep 283 means the English word keep has been translated, or the word Shema has been translated into the English word keep 283 times, and so on. Observe 46, heed 35, keeper 28, preserve 21, beware or beware 9, mark 8, watchman 8, wait 7, watch 7, regard 5, save 2, and miscellaneous is 9 times. What's miscellaneous? Miscellaneous, consisting of a mixture of a babal. It says diversified, 1630s from Latin, miscellaneous, mixed, miscellaneous, from miscellus, mixed, miscer, to mix, like where you get the term miscegenation, talking about one nation going in onto another. So you get the term admixture, immiscible. I'm not familiar with that term. Incapable, immiscible. See, you'll watch me use this word soon, Lord willing. Mash, meddle, medley, and then you're promiscuous. Promiscuous. Anyway, gonna get some scriptures on watching in terms of being circumspect, watching all around. So we're actually going to hit the so-called New Testament, even though this one, that's relevant. Matthew, this is talking about being overcome with, is the term surfeiting. Let me look that word, sorry. It's a surfeiting. And sorry, this is more a stream of consciousness. If you can't tell, I've not necessarily planned anything, but we're just sort of going, it's more of a secular lesson, if you like, going into etymology and such, but it should all link back to these scriptures and be edifying, Lord willing. Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, ratazah. So it says safet, or safon, excess quantity, overindulgence, excess arrogance, means over making. And I know I'm overdoing it, so I'm going to stop. I'm overdoing the etymology, so we'll just allow it for now. Just keeping the scriptures. So Matthew 24 and 36, but of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. Now certain people will scoff and say like, well, if you've got 100% truth, when's Yahawashi coming back? Well then, what, did Yahawashi not have 100% truth? If that's what you're saying, was he not known as the way, the truth, and the life? We've got John, 14 and 6. It says, Yahawashi saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. So what am Nasa? Matthew 24 and Salachi 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. And we'll read on. But as the days of Noah, that being Noah, but as the days of Nach were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. I'm sorry, that sounded a bit Yiddish that first time. It's Nach. I did a bit too much. Sounding like Amalek. Anyway, Matthew 24 and 38, or Yahawah. Matthew 24 and 38. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. That's why we're commanded, or we are commanded technically to be circumspect, not in that wording precisely, but when you look at the sentiments, that we were told to do, then yeah, you have to be circumspect. Of course, Paul said it, but in terms of what Hamashiach commanded and demanded of them that love him. Because if you're feeding the sheep, you have to keep watch. You have to keep watch of hirelings and such, as John the 10th chapter speaks of, I believe. I believe it's the 10th chapter, but go look that. Matthew 24, and we'll read 39 again. I knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken and the other left. 2 women shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken and the other left. Watch therefore, for you know not what hour your Lord doth come. So when you go into that word watch, let's see what it is. Gregorio, interesting. Gregory.
Strong's G 1127.
Gregoreo says to watch. And then we're going into Greek etymology. I just went on Etym Online. We're going to leave that because I think I'm getting too carried away. It says to watch, metaf, give strict attention to, be cautious, active, to take heed, lest through remission and indolence or indolence, some destructive calamity suddenly overtake one. I just looked it up. So dolus means grief, so indolence is without grief. Obviously I didn't go into the whole thing, so I'm still not doing all of that. It says to take heed lest through remission and indolence or indolence some destructive calamity suddenly overtake one. And I think there is going to be scriptures that talk about that exactly. Well, there is that one. What? It's 1127. 1127. 1127. 1127. 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. That's why you have to be circumspect. Listen, drop the owl. Drop the owl and start being like the owl, man. I mean literally. Of course, it's a metaphor. Because the whole word circumspect, it doesn't mean you're literally looking around all the time. Certain instances or situations, scenarios, you might. But watching is more of a... you can say it's more of a metaphor. Because you're not going to turn your neck all the way around. You're not going to be literally on a watchtower. But you do it spiritually. This is what I was looking for, one of them. Matthew 26:41. Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. And Paul spoke about that, the battle between the flesh and the spirit. In Romans the 7th chapter. I think it's also Galatians the 5th chapter. I kind of want to say. I do, bear with me. Salakia. Just had to sneeze. So 1 Corinthians 16:13. Watch ye, stand fast in the faith, quit you like men, be strong. So cast off the weak nature. Colossians 4:2. Continue in prayer and watch in the same with thanksgiving. And we've already pulled that over 1 Thessalonians 5 and 6. It says, therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let's watch and be sober. So I think that word sober there would go into sophriano, something like that. But being to be of a clear mind. There we are, 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant, even circumspect. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Revelation 3:2. Be watchful and strengthen the things which remain that are ready to die, for I have not found thy works perfect before Yahawah. And we are commanded to be perfect. Now they're all beautiful ones, but this is a beautiful one for bringing the point we're going into Revelation 16 and 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. Let's see the cross references we can get. Yeah, I think we might have gone past that. Mark 13 and 33. Take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is. Now it does talk about times and seasons. I think that is 1 Thessalonians 5. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. And what do we know about? To all things there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. That's Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. It says a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. And that's where it talks about the good seed, he that laid the good seed. Oh, where's this in Isaiah? Is it the 9th chapter? Because this is talking about seeing, being circumspect, but some it was not given for them to be circumspect. Matthew, in fact, starting at 11. Matthew, or 10 even. Matthew 13 and 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. So if Hamashiach was all about everyone coming in the fold all at one time, then why didn't he do this? Not to say that he's talking about literally everyone coming into the fold at any one time, but that's what how would you say, so-called Christian reprobates, just to be plain Jane to the point. So in Matthew 13 and 11, he answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away even that he hath. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see not. So they're circumspect, but they're not spectating anything in this circle. And hearing, they hear not. So that it's like you might say something, and one brother hears you, but this brother hears you. You understand me? Judah should understand that. You hear me? Yeah, I hear you. No, but do you hear me, brother? Okay. I feel you, brother. You know, it might even be like that. Or certain ones. In the UK, some people actually say, I smell you, man. I smell you. Like I'm... Yeah, anyway. But because they see and see not, and hearing, they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, or Yeshaya, Isaiah, which saith, By hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and not perceive. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes have closed, lest at any time they should hear with their eyes, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. Now we're going to shoot for this. It could be completely wrong. Wait. No, I'm going to have to search it. Because I sent this to Hapak today as well. Well, that's the flesh. Not 9 and 6, 6 and 9. Okay. Yeah, we'll just start there. Isaiah 6 and 9. And he said, Go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed. So the Lord does that. Know ye not that, well, let's have a look at this owl again. Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 11 and 14. prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come of the Lord. So all these things are of the Lord. Again, we'll get Isaiah 45:7. And this is just to be circumspect even in these things, even in this milk. You might be so deep into it, you're like, oh yeah, I've got this and this and that, and you forget the simple things. The deep demon, as Elder Manatazakbar would call it. Manatazakbar, Salaki. It says, Isaiah 45:7, I form the light and create darkness, I make peace and create evil. I, Yahawah, do all these things. So it all comes from the Lord. And knowing the time, it's high time for wake up of sleep. Let's it's Ephesians 5:9, I think. We'll close out where we in fact, there we are. Ephesians 5:15. It says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. So be circumspect in this thing. You see one thing from Israel. In fact, let's look at the news real quick, just to be circumspect and sort of demonstrate that. It says, Israeli airstrikes said to hit targets near Damascus. The attack appears to be connected to efforts by IDF to prevent Iran from transporting weapons to its proxies. Sorry. Syrian opposition group says nine pro-regime fighters killed in the blasts. So this could all, and look, it's by Judah. There we are anyway. All of these things could lead to the next quote-unquote big thing. If we search World War III, there's articles probably saying it's an imminent threat. Look at this. 6 places where WWE3 could break out in 2021. And we pray it does. Not because we're wicked, but because we understand prophecy. We're circumspect in that aspect. Man said circumspect in that aspect. I said that twice now. And you've got Wallet More. You've got all these things coming out. Just search Wallet More real quick. And that's dealing with the sea. That's dealing with the sea. The sea from Revelation 13:16. All these things, just say, be circumspect, man. Alright. So I pray that was edifying. On to the next one, Lord willing. All praises to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi.